Hello.
How are you?
I'm so well. Yourself?
I'm pretty good. Humid.
What was that?
It's humid.
It's quite humid. Honestly, I'm actually loving the weather right now.
Yeah?
Because it's sort of like we're approaching the evening, so it's like summer. You finally get what like Danny and Sandy were singing about when it's like summer loving and stuff. Like, I'm down with this.
Nice. All right. Can you tell me who you are?
My name is Janey Biss, and I am your host of Queer Awakenings this month.
Amazing. Can you tell me about your career?
Okay, so I've been involved with the theater since I was like in the 7th grade. And, you know, obviously like did it throughout college. I finally settled on stand-up, I want to say last year, because, you know, I had finally come into my own, like in terms of my transition, and it's just been a great way to perform where I'm in charge of my own narrative.
Okay.
You know, because, you know, I have learned when you're trans, you can sort of get put into a box if you want to like perform or like do roles or anything. Writing your own material, it's like, this is what I wanted to say. I'm in charge, take it or leave it.
Lovely.
And I just see this as another opportunity to make that happen, but like less forceful. It's more like, yay, hooray, we're all ourselves. That's what this show is about, I imagine.
Yes, it is. I definitely encourage people to radically be themselves.
Okay.
What does community mean to you?
Community just means knowing someone has your back,
Mm-hmm.
and you can't do that without having someone else's back.
Okay.
I think that's the big point. You know, growing up, I feel like we're taught that sort of the world's out to get you.
Mm-hmm.
So like in turn, like, you know, it's you start looking very inward, like, you know, like, well, I'm fine, I'm the individual and I'm okay and everything's fine. But
anyone in your career or your queer life or your trans life that inspired you to be who you are and make the decisions you made?
oh my god, I mean,
Someone that stands out.
I mean, it's not like a flashy, like, ooh, this celebrity, because frankly, we need more trans celebrities.
Oh, I mean, like, that you know.
Oh, that I know? Absolutely. So I can tell you the story of when I met this person. It was the day after my birthday. My brother was in town. I was still very closeted. I had like I had long hair. I had just gotten it all cut off. And I meet his friend Penny. And she is just like one of the most beautiful women I've ever met. And I was like, oh, like, so that's like possible. You can just be a beautiful woman like that. This is news to me. And, you know, we just hung out with her and my brother's friends that whole day, and really just sort of like, I was obsessed with her. And like, literally like, no, I was just so enamored with how beautiful she was, how funny she was. And I thought, at the time, I thought like, well, let's bottle this up because I can't think about this for too long, because then, you know, like, that means I have to like face the reality of the world, and that's just ugh. And then, you know, COVID hit me, as it did many. Yeah. And I was like this close to like coming out. And then once I was finally living in New York, I was living in Bushwick for a year as a man. I wouldn't wish that on my worst enemy. And then it came to a point where I just couldn't take it anymore, and like, she was local to the area, so I just reached out to her and I'm like, hey, so probably girl. And she's like, okay, cool, let's hang out. And the rest is history, really.
It's beautiful. Are you guys still friends?
Absolutely. No, she was at my comedy show last month. I hope she comes to this one.
Ooh, I would love that. While we're here,
Sure.
Who is your queer awakening?
Okay, so it's a weird one, but it's also not weird because it's anime and it's just like
I probably won't get it, but I still want to hear it.
It's a stereotype for a reason. I think just describing the scene for you is enough.
Okay.
So there was this anime in the 90s called Yu Yu Hakusho.
Okay.
And in the beginning, the main character, the beginning of the story, he's spooky ghosty. Like, he's like a ghost, no one can see him. And he has to like prove he's a good person to like come back to life. So anyway, while he's proving that he's a good person, he has to like defend his friend from these bullies, and oh no, he can't touch them because he's spooky ghosty. So there's this one girl he knows from high school who he takes possession of, and as this beautiful high school girl runs up to these dudes and just mercilessly beats the shit out of them.
Oh.
It's like I'm watching this when I'm like, I don't know, 5, and like I'm not even kidding. Like she literally like picks one of the dudes up, kicks him in the groin 3 times, and then like rams him into a wall, and I'm just like,
I get it.
I don't know how I can get a doctor to prescribe that for me. Like I don't know if they can afford the stunt doubles. I don't know if that's under insurance. But it definitely struck a chord with me at the time, and I couldn't, you know, when you're 5 years old, you can't really make sense of that. And, you know, you just see more and more media, and then you're just exposed to the world, and then hindsight is 20/20, and it's like, oh, that's why you were so fascinated with that show. It's because you were a girl, and you were really sad when he stops possessing the girl. It's
so more of a gender awakening.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. I realized I was bisexual because I was just like, oh, that's just like the easiest thing to be.
Why choose?
Yeah, it's like, oh, I don't need to think about this anymore. Because, like, you know, when you're, like, in high school and it's like, oh, man, I can't like men. And then it's like, well, you can, but you can't. But you can also like what you already liked, you know? It's just so much simpler. Yeah.
Okay. Is there anything else you want people to know about who you are?
What do I want people to know about me? Just know that every time I get up there on stage, I really want you to like me. The one thing I'd like you all to know about me is when I get up there on stage, I am racking my brain about how I can make this just the best time you could possibly have that evening. I know you can't please everybody, and you know, at the end of the day,
well, we can try.
Sure. I mean, we will bleed our fingers to the bone.
Hell yeah.
As if like, is this entertaining? Is this doing anything for anybody? No, like you can't please everyone. At the end of the day, you can only do what is in your toolkit, is in your arsenal. But just know I want you to walk away feeling like you had a good time.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all we can ask for. Is to hope for that, I guess. Yeah.
I love just the independent, like, artsy community scene, like, that we find around here. Like, you just go somewhere and there's somebody in this city pouring their soul out, whether they know it or not.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
And I really appreciate spaces like Boyfriend.
Yeah.
Letting us pour our hearts out.
I'm obsessed with the name. It's subversive, and yet no, it's not. It's subversive in that it's also like really obvious. Like, oh yeah, duh, of course they call it that.
No, it's cute. They had a post recently where it had all of the members, and it said your boyfriends.
Ah, that's too funny.
It was so cute.
No, it's a cute little space.
Yeah. It'll be fun.
Cool. Let's hope so.
Yeah. Thank you for talking to me.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me.
This was nice.
Yeah.